Well,
Yes.
we're getting ready to go out and look for horses, but we did have quite a rough day yesterday.
Yes.
Started out first thing in the morning with a flat tire.
Yeah. And then Chris had not changed a tire on this truck before, so it was a matter of opening all the packages and figuring out how to open most of the packages. And one of them was very stubborn, and he got the knife out and sliced his finger real good. And then we were dealing with first aid and the tire changing and his blood everywhere. It was just a crazy day that way. He was I don't know how he did it with all that going on. But anyway, it was a matter of he'll explain it to you, but he had to put a little key thing on the end of the jack, stick it in the hole by the bumper, and then he was able to crank the spare tire down finally, and then we had to use the little thing to get the jack to go up. It was a tiny jack, but it pushed the truck up, and then getting the tire changed. It was a long day. Finally, the spare tire was on. So anyway, we did find out that Burns was the Les Schwab in Burns was open, and the adventure of getting Chris's bleeding to stop, which we've discovered. I know other people have already discovered this, but we've discovered super glue for first aid for bleeding that just won't stop. So anyway, we did a lot of super gluing and tending to that wound, and we got through the day. It really went smoothly. Chris was impressed. The Les Schwab took care of us. They're a good outfit, and
They got us right in.
Man, right in.
Fixed the tire,
Yeah.
put it on,
Yeah.
replaced the spare, stuck it back on, and did everything, and it didn't cost us a penny. Good old Les Schwab. So I vote for Les Schwab.
Anyway, we're not trying to do a commercial for
Nope.
Les Schwab or anything, but anyway.
Stating a fact.
They saved our bacon yesterday.
We don't know what this is.
Is it a sculpture? Is it a nest? We don't know.
So this morning we finally went looking for wild horses out in the thick sage country. Well, you don't know where you'll find them. All you can do is drive and look and scout and hope you get lucky.
This is a stud pile, a mound of horse stuff. If you can't find anything from the car, you get out and walk into country that you can't see from the road. And I hope we get a chance to see what they're like when we get up close to them. I've never done that. I've always been curious how they regard us as humans. Maybe today I'll find out. It is ruggedly beautiful country. That's the snow-covered Steens Mountain on the horizon there.
Okay.
And you keep walking.
Way on the top of that hill,
Yeah?
just below it, you see what, 3 of them or so?
Okay.
If you're lucky, you spot them.
Yes.
This time though, they're at least 2 miles away.
Yay!
Woo-hoo!
Look at them.
The question now is, how do we get over to them? First though, we got to get back to the truck. Finally, we crest the last hill that puts us less than a quarter of a mile from the herd. There they are.
Yeah, it's just neat to see them out here where they live, out in the wild. Just look at that.
Well, it's a big herd. That's probably bigger than any herd we've ever seen before.
There's a little bitty one. Then we got a few snow flurries just to make it interesting. They're still 300 yards away. I don't know how close we can get before they spook. I don't know how spooky wild horses are from humans. But there's a ton of them. Well, time to go shake hands.
Now, I didn't have the slightest idea how I should go about introducing myself to the herd, so I kind of just moseyed over to them, snorting once in a while. Seemed to make sense to me. Mostly, they just ignored me. Then a couple of the stallions broke out of the herd and trotted out towards me, stopping between me and the herd. I figured they were just curious.
I was a little nervous watching Chris as he got closer.
Then 4 more of them seemed to form a welcoming committee and came out directly to see me. I motioned them to join me in a run, but they were more interested in eating, I guess, so
This is the crazy guy I married.
I just headed back towards Darcy. That had been neat. I really enjoyed meeting the
It was
horses.
interesting.
Yeah? They sent a scouting party after you.
Yeah, no, they sent the greeters out to
Yeah,
see me, but
yeah.
they kind of, that's close enough, buddy. No, that was neat.
Yeah.
Good for them.
We headed back to camp. Heck, we still had some fishing to do today, too.
Then we got lucky, real lucky, and we found a little band of 7 horses.
They were absolutely beautiful. I enjoyed watching them, but realized Chris once again had more in mind than just watching.
I decided I'd go over and say hi.
You can see Chris on the right there getting even closer to them than he was with the other herd.
As I approached him, a stallion I hadn't seen previously raced out of a little draw and got between me and the rest of the crew.
I figured he was the alpha male coming out to say, "Who are you? And what do you want?"
As I sauntered over in their direction, he pushed them away from me. They all milled around a bit, acting like maybe they wanted to leave.
Obviously, their trepidation was battling with their curiosity. Should we go check them out? Should we?
Then they all took off. It looked like they were out of here. But then, oddly, they all wheeled about and came back to face me.
It was amazing watching and filming this from a distance. They really were intrigued by this newcomer, but couldn't decide if they could totally trust him.
They wanted something. Did they want me to run with them? To be part of the herd? They broke again, then wheeled around and came back to face me. Did they want something?
I could really see how they debated with themselves here. I kept wondering what they were going to do.
I broke into a slow trot and they came after me. I waved goodbye then as they headed into the desert. It had been neat being part of the herd. I hope they felt the same way.
Now for the camera operator's play-by-play. They're going to be talking about that for a long time. You're even coming back. They're still watching you. They watched you all the way back and they started coming towards you, and they don't know what to do with this. They're going to be talking about this for a long time.
Well, I hope you got it.
Yeah, they did. That was neat. That was awesome. They're still wondering about it. What the heck was that? Man. They're all going to have to go have a drink now. Jeez. That was awesome. Truly. Wild Mustang. You ran with the wild Mustangs, honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you see when they chased me?
Yes, yes.
Well, how about that? There's not a whole lot of 80-year-old guys that can claim they've been running with a herd of wild Mustangs. I have.
Yes, you have.
Well, now that turned out to be a pretty smart idea, going looking for horses. I believe now I'm kind of an honorary member of the herd. I like that. Okay, horses took up the morning. Now let's get out and see what trout do for the afternoon. No handicap dock today. We're going down to our hole on Crumbo that we fished for, what, more than 20 years. We ought to be able to find a trout or two there.
Well, does it look familiar to you? Look at this. What should we use for bait? Oh my, would you look at that? What are the chances of that? Okay, we'll give that a try. Power bait. Okay. Tap that in there, make a little ball. Look at that. The secrets of an old pro.
Yeah.
First cast. Hope it's a good one.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Fitting's a bit wobbly here. Take up the slack. There.
Watch the tip. You'll get yours all set up, cast out. We'll be in business.
Okay. Okay.
Looks like Darcy's got one.
All right.
Well, our first cast luck of the trip held out. Well,
No, what 1 minute maybe?
Yeah. Barely had time to get settled over there.
People are going to have a hard time believing every place we fished so far, 1 minute and we hooked a fish.
Sounds like a tall tale. This feels a little bigger than the ones we caught yesterday.
Okay. Oh yeah. Easy, easy, easy. Holy mackerel.
God, he's...
You may want to get a little hold. Get a little closer down there to the shore.
I guess they're.
Oh, that's a good one. That's
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to.
17,
do it.
18 inches. Okay.
I got sores on my.
We'll cut here for a second while I let the fish go. Okay. Okay. That's a nice fish. He's
God.
16, 8, yeah, he's probably 17, 18 inches.
It's amazing that just around the bend from where we were fishing last night, we already caught a bigger fish than is over there. My favorite part of fishing is enjoying the surroundings, the quiet, the bird calls, all of that.
Okay, okay, just put the rod down anywhere.
Got hit pretty hard.
Well, he's not real big. He's just a scrapper.
Yeah. Feels good when the sun comes out.
We'll keep this one and eat one fish.
All right.
He was hook deep.
Okay.
He's a little one, but it'll be just fine to fry in the pan.
Okay.
So let me conk him.
He's,
Oh, it's warmer than that, I think.
feels okay when the sun comes out, but you can feel it when it's not. I'm bundled up.
Feels fine to me.
Yeah. The mountain man, he doesn't even feel it.
Huh. No, okay, we've been fishing 15, 20 minutes. We've caught or hooked 6 trout.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good average. We got one little one for supper, but that's all we need.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we fished in this spot, for the last 15 years or so.
Easily, yeah.
Right here in this very spot, and we've caught you can't even overemphasize it. We've caught a whole bunch of fish. Sit here and watch the rod. Yep. I'm busy too. I'm watching this rod, and I'm watching your rod. It's a tough life.
Tomorrow I think we should head up to Unity Reservoir and try our pontoon boats out, but I will never forget today in running with my herd.
Whoa, careful.
Boy,
This is why
that's like some kind of dance.
This is why you don't see Darcy out there very often. Jeez.
Maybe I still got a fish on. That's
That was a pretty good save there, dear.
that was close.
That was a good save. Oh,
Okay. All right. We'll cook this one and that other one. That's all we need for supper.
mm-hmm.
Fishing's great. But I
guess that'll do it for now. Let's head back to camp.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Screw it.
Well, we're about ready to head out.
Yeah.
Sun's coming out. We could probably stay here and catch another.
Dozen.
Yeah, but they're
Perfect size.
they got, yeah, they're good size for eating, but it's not what we're used to. Oh well.
Well, we left the reservoir and headed back down the patrol road, and I guess it must have been cocktail hour. You get it? A pun. Cocktail hour? Anyway, we headed on back to camp and made it safely. That was how we celebrated the end of a beautiful day.